I'm Brandon O'Doy here at St. Thomas Aquinas, the mecca of high school football. The very most ever taken in the NFL come from right here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, off of Daly Boulevard. Roger Harriott, he is the unquestionable leader here at St. Thomas Aquinas. There's pedigree, there's championships, and there's a culture of winning. But it's about just more that happens on the football field. It's deeper with this program. Who else can have 6:30 a.m. practices? Who else can expect to win state championships every single year? Who else can be the hunted and never the hunter because they are the very best? It's the pedigree, one of the best in high school football all over the United States of America. Welcome to Daly Boulevard. Welcome to the St. Thomas Aquinas Raiders. It's a hotbed world.
We want to welcome the St. Thomas Aquinas Raiders to the Hope Church of Christ, where I am the assistant pastor, Brandon O'Doy, also owner and founder of Football Hotbed. And we appreciate you guys being here for our first ever media day. I want to talk to the senior leadership, get them to introduce their names. First, we have Broden Soboleski, and he's an Army commit in the class of 2023, and Takai Kirby. He is committed to Virginia, both high academic kids. And I want you to introduce yourself and introduce the rest of the senior leadership at St. Thomas Aquinas.
I'm Broden Soboleski, center, class 23, Army commit.
Jake Lewin, class of 2023, quarterback.
Hezekiah Harris, class of 2023, quarterback.
Takai Kirby, class of 23, tight end, committed to Virginia.
Ryan Micko, class of 23, lineman, committed to Boston College.
Devin Pond, class of 23, defensive end.
Harrison Green, 2023, offensive line.
Ethan Sean, class of 23, wide receiver.
Jackson Greer, wide receiver, class of 2023, Boise State.
Zacchaeus, class of 2023, defensive end, committed to Oregon State.
Gamal Augustin, class of 2023, DN.
Ryan Lewis, class of 2023, DN.
Miles Moss, class of 2023, wide receiver.
Xavier Terrell, class of 2023, running back, FAU commit.
Josh Harriott, class of 2023, running back.
Ryan Paradella, class of 2023, tight end.
Dale Rosales, class of 2023, offensive line.
Zachary Marino, class of 2023, outside linebacker.
Aridias Pugh, class of 2023, safety.
Was that everybody? Yeah. Okay, so let's start with you, Broden. With regard to St. Thomas, it's one of the top programs, not only in the state, but in the country, as you've been there, pretty much your entire career. Can you just explain what it means to be a Raider and Coach Harriott and the values that, you are instilled to play football there?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we have the four basic roots of our culture: faith, family, tradition, and excellence. And, we live by it every day in our play, one play at a time. We work harder every day. And, every day is just a chance to prove ourselves and make ourselves better.
Takai, last year you guys were state champions. The thing is, a lot of you guys, even on this stage, didn't have huge roles in that game. So you're fairly, even though you guys have a lot of experience and you're committed, you're fairly young as far as football players. What do you guys have to do this year, now that it's your turn to be the alphas, so to speak, in this program, to make sure that the standard doesn't drop as far as St. Thomas football is concerned?
Well, mainly Coach Harriott preaches to us a lot about leadership and those leadership roles. Even if you're not on the field, you want to be on the sideline cheering your teammates on and doing everything that you can in your power.
Hezekiah, from you, coming over from Edison, you started in this program when you were a freshman, I believe. What was important about coming back, and what are you now focused on now that the expectations are a little bit different as far as, football is concerned. Both programs have state championship expectations, but at St. Thomas, it's actually a disappointment if you don't win the state championship, and that's because of the leadership of Coach Harriott and the staff, Coach Scott, and all of those who have been there for many years. How are you taking that on as trying to be a part of this quarterback competition, and how are you responding to that kind of pressure?
I say I'm responding to it great. The reason I came back is to be a part of this standard, the state championship or bust. And I feel like I can rise to that occasion. I miss being around this culture. After I left, I had to leave. My dad got a new job, but I miss being around the culture. Plan was always to come back, but I miss competing with these guys every day. Working hard. Those 4 principles like Broden talked about. I miss that whole deal, and that's why I came back.
Were you embraced, because you started with a lot of these guys, did they remember you, and were you embraced when you came back?
Yes, sir, absolutely. It's like I never left.
That's great. Jake, with you, you're part of this quarterback battle. You have experience. You've been thrown into games, even on national television. It's your last time, your last ride. Well, just talk about, going into the season where your mind is.
Going in, I had experience backing up Zion and Brady, but Champ was here competition-wise. He's a great quarterback, so I really have to bring my A game with that. But I feel like I'm ready to, step up, run the offense, run it with Brody, Ryan, all the running backs we have, and great receivers like Jackson and Chance, Zay, Benelli. But, yeah, it's really great, competition-wise. Champ's pushing the best out of me. I'm pushing the best out of Champ, so it's just really great.
Broden, let's talk to you. St. Thomas has always been known by their lines. There have been some talented guys that have come before you, particularly even at that center spot. That's been a place where, some of the best players in Division I and even the NFL have played. What about this unit, this O-line unit, is special, and what do you guys plan on doing this coming year?
Well, we lost basically our whole O-line except for me, Ryan, a couple other guys. We got a couple people back like Harrison, and Will Roberts, who's going to be a great player for us. So we're going to look really good this year once we start getting everyone back together, working every day, and the more reps we get, we're just going to bind together as one unit.
And Harrison, what would you say to add to that as far as he's concerned?
Personally, I would say that we have really good chemistry off the field, so once that translates to on the field, we should be fine. We should hit the ground running. It's like there was never any separation at all.
What do you guys have to do? Obviously, defensively, you got a pretty strong team. I want to talk to somebody on defense, kind of like the captain of anybody who's here. You got, really strong players in the defensive secondary. You got King back. You got Conrad Hussey. You got Jason on the D-line, Jason Hammond. All those guys are Power 5 commits. But then you got some areas where guys have to kind of prove themselves. And so where are you guys as far as that development and rotations, and just looking forward to what you have to do on defense this year?
Well, we've always been like a defensive-heavy team. Defense kind of, takes it home for us, wins the state championship and everything like that. I feel like we're doing good. We definitely got some more room to work with. We got a little bit of a smaller team now, but we're going to work past that. We're still going to be the best that we could be.
And to the guys who are committed up top, Oregon State and Boise, and just what is it like with a new defensive coordinator? You got, after having years of Coach Taylor, now you've got another NFL player coming in and coach Earl Little. And what have been the changes? What have been the similarities, and how are you guys adjusting to that?
It's a little different, but we're all adapting. We're coming as one. They, no matter what, they're still pushing us. We're still a team. They're coming in, making sure we do our assignment, alignment, everything. So, getting better every day.
And what would you say, 13? So from that perspective, you have a different defense. What are you seeing from the offensive side as far as how they're being coached?
Coach Carroll's done well with getting each and every position right to know their alignment. And day in, day out, we compete against the defense, so we see how it's looking different from Coach Taylor last year. But it's always fun competing, going against him, and we know every single day it's going to be a dog fight. So we're going to go in there and win.
Let's go back to the front row. If you could use one word to describe Coach Harriott, only one word, I want to hear from everybody, or everybody on the front row. What would you say?
Honestly, I'll say love, because I feel the love and energy from like every day and through everyone.
I would say prideful. He takes pride in everything he does. He'll clean up anything that's he's a part of, and he'll take pride in everything he does.
I'll say inspirational. He inspires us, every single one of us, in our each individual ways. To be better, do better, and take pride in things like that. So I say inspiration.
I'd say powerful because of the change that he puts on all of us, the leadership aspect, and how he prepares us for the next level.
I'd say like a father figure, because he loves each one of us the same and wants us to do great.
I would say like motivational. He doesn't always say like what you want to hear, but it's like enough to motivate you to do better in your position or even for the whole team.
Okay, guys, as we wrap up, just want to give a few comments. Every year you guys play a nationally televised game. What is that like? Because you're one of the few programs that always has that honor. This year you're playing St. John's Prep early on in the Best of Broward Showcase. You've got, you're playing Cocoa, and you got some pretty big games with Western and some other local Broward teams. But just those nationally televised games, what are they like? And, are they stressful? Do you notice, or do you get text after the game? Is it different? Just take us through that.
Personally, for me, there's a lot of cameras out there, so you can definitely be nervous at first. But at the end of the day, you're just playing football, and you're playing. You got to do your 111. Your 11 guys on the field doing their job. So the last thing you're kind of thinking about is like looking at all the cameras at you. You're just kind of worried about doing your job, executing your play, and just not really too worried about that for me personally.
That pretty much sums it up. Thank you so much, St. Thomas Aquinas. Appreciate you so much, and thank you for being here at Media Day. We're going to ask you, gentlemen, to follow us to the hotbed room, take your photos, your headshots, and then you'll move around the building as such. And appreciate you for being here and being a part of our first ever Media Day.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having us.